truth and the absolute laws of nature, for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power, peace and power. What's going on? Peace and power to the family of the struggle. How's everybody doing? Salute, brown girl, what's good? Black is power, what's good? What's going on with you? What's going on with you? Hey, salute, salute. Peace. Okay, Big Ma, you in the spotty spot? Yeah, I'm coming late. I got, my son is here, so we doing what we do. Okay, B More, bike life. What's good? Ninth, salute, salute. Salute, Big Ryan from the Netherlands. How are you? What's the temperament out there? Now that old Putin is acting up, he got Europe all shook up. Let me know what's going on out there in Amsterdam. Marco, salute, salute. Yeah, the boys here, so we had to, discuss some things as a family, you know. Great Scott, yo. What up, what up? See, Blaze. D-Dubs, what's going on? What's going on? How you? Come on in. Everybody come on through. It's hump day night. We gonna get it in. Salute Apex, salute, Lord, what's going on? We gonna do what we do on this Wednesday, this hump day night. It's gonna get wild. Well, keep me posted, man. You got my IG, and you're more than welcome to DM me, IG, and if possible, and if time permits, we could go live, because this time and space that we in right now, it's like no other time or space that we've ever lived through or lived in, and communication from individuals on different sides of the globe is most important, because we cannot continue to allow madmen and women to move and control so many beautiful people and people with integrity who love life and want to learn and want to live out their purpose. We cannot continue to let the minute few destroy that. So information is the key. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, S. It is Du Bois and Amos Wilson's born day. Yes, it is. Yes, indeed. And salute to you for placing that in the chat. We definitely acknowledge the elders. All right? Definitely acknowledge our predecessors, those who informed and made great sacrifices to get the information out there, So definitely, that's peace. That's peace. T, what up, T? What up, T? I see all the moderators is in formation. They in line. They up here. They ready. One of our moderators, and as I stated on Outspoken day before yesterday, Sister Comrade, our Queen Comrade V, from the Bay Area, our Sister Vanja, her brother did a transition. So we want to make sure that we send her all the love that we can send her, to help her heal as best as she can during this time. She is a young sister, and her brother was young to have transitioned. You know, he was only 37, and you know that's a heavy thing to try to process. You know, and again, we go through this. Of course, y'all know our comrade Doggy Diamonds just lost his sister after just, you know, burying his brother, and prior to that burying his aunt. And this is within a span of 100 days, to lose the person who practically raised you and believed in you, your older brother who taught you everything, and then your sister who was very supportive. Like, these are heavy people. um, these transitions are not easy, but as the world shifts, we see we have to move on, and sometimes that world and the energy doesn't give you the space to have a proper grieving process. So, you know, as much as we are online, and as much as we are building our tribe, you know, to remain tight, to remain solid, you know, we have to always keep our mentality sharp, right? And the self-help practices, the self-help strategies, you know, have to be employed, which is, you know, why I always say, man, reach out. You need anger management, you need a life coach, you need answers. You know, don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed. Salute, Denise. Salute. Glad you're here. Salute. Donella. Salute. Understand, you know? We here. We here. Who else? I think I seen my man Blanco in the spotty spot. Yes. Easy eye. Salute. DC in the spot. So yeah, we have to really, you know, find away. And I'm telling you, I'm here. Book a session. Don't play any games with it. Don't play. And there's so many people who I had the initial assessments with, 1 or 2 sessions with, and then boom, they figure that they're off and running and they can do it. I see you, Naima. Hello. Salute. What's going on with you? And I want to encourage people. No. I mean, I got some people that hit me every day. Hey, Kelly, every day. You understand? Just to get that little spark that they need to get them through the next few hours. You dig? Kelton, salute. So, you know, again, you know, whenever, you know, and most of my moderators and the people in my tribe are on all my different social media platforms. All right, Brooklyn, night. Salute. So wherever you see V name pop up or post, all right, you know, V here, Vanja on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. Definitely send condolences out to our Queen comrade. Hey, non-star, salute. You dig? Make sure that she feels your energy. All right. Of course, you see, there's no outspoken tonight. Our comrade is about to take a little trip to, you know, ease his mental for a little bit. It's been a bit much over the last 100 days or so. I believe he's on his way to the West Coast somewhere, you know. And I'm sure he's gonna get some work done wherever he is, you know. Shit, he might be out there interviewing the hieroglyphics or some damn body, something. But until that time, you know me, I'm gonna do what I do here. And you know, make sure that we continue to grow as a tribe. I'm still stuck on 4,500 or so subscribers. So as you can see, you know that this is not uh, my main resource, right? But I do come through to give the people what's needed and to get what's needed from my people, you know? Okay, Philly in the building. What's good, Nima? What up, what up? So let's get it started. God damn it, this question and answers. Moderators, oh yeah, please get the Cash App in there. Remember, we always encourage them. All donations are you know, appreciated. Cash Apps helps the people, helps the community. YouTube is nasty. I just seen how they get down. I just saw how they get down. They raggedy. Trust and believe. You dig? Okay, left Mr. Lopez. Dartmouth is up in the spotty spot. Now, are you just in the community of Dartmouth or are you in, right, the university? Let me find out. Let me find out. Do you attend Dartmouth or what? Huh? Russia versus Ukraine war. Oh, you just in the town. So you just stunting, huh, Jeffrey? CC, salute. You just stunting. I thought you was in Dartmouth, man. You stunting. You just in the town. Hmm? Talk to me now. Talk to me. But you know, y'all wanted you just jumping right on in with the heavy stuff. Heavy stuff. You just jump right on into the heavy stuff. You want to talk about this war. Why? Why? Voodoo. What up, Voodoo? Yeah, you live in Dartmouth, huh? All right, so you want to speak to war. Why? Why is that a concern? Why is that a concern? And again, being one who is a soldier, being one who spent time in their military, trained in their military, I know, you know, why I pay attention to it, you know. What up, Rich Franklin? Salute, salute. How you? You know, but why? And when you see this news coverage of the war, you know, what are you thinking about? How does that affect you directly? You said war is nasty, huh? Okay. It could be as nasty as it want to be, but can you prevent it? Well, my boy is out, y'all. Super producer Nick Fury, he on his way out. Be safe. You know? Well, you can't say that you could care less, T. We have to monitor all engagement. We have to monitor fights everywhere. Right? You at work, Rich? Okay. You in London. So, hey, let me know what's the temperament over there. Again, I always ask y'all. Y'all welcome to my DM. Gas and food prices going up. Indeed. Excuse me, my country trying to get involved. 9 stars. What country is that? What country is that? Let it be known. Talk about it. talk about it. Oh yeah, it's gonna drive prices. It's been driving prices up, and that's been the whole talk and the whole speak of the the blockchain and the supply chain. That's what they do. This is the precursor to war, the starving out, the getting the people, the common people, intoxicated, sick. You understand what I'm saying? With disease, imprisoned. That's right. You up north. You in Canada. That's right. That's right. Especially Ottawa. I have a sister out of Ottawa who is in talks to have me uh, provide anger management for teens and young adults up in Ottawa. Um, Good sister too, Kesha, Kesha Peters, right? And she, we've been in talks for almost a year now to get me to do these things. Uh, Anger management, introduce them to strategies to combat domestic violence, which is on the rise with young people and all that. So I keep an eye on Canada, and me and her speak frequently. And she's been sending me the videos of what's going on the ground right there in Ottawa. But again, they've been preparing themselves for war without um, engaging the common citizen. See, what these evil bastards like to do is make these decisions, without informing the people, because most of the times the people are so dead set against that. Dead set against it. Most people don't want war. Most people don't understand the concept of war. So they would never approve of it. So these nations, these people, these ones who claim that they are working in the best interest of the citizens, don't even speak to the citizens. They don't speak with the citizens. They just go ahead and make these decisions. So we're in an age now where the citizens can speak amongst themselves and have measures in place that secure us away from them. So we have to do a much better job at organizing. You understand? So yeah, it gets deep. It is it becomes white on white violence, and only white on white casualties for a very small space in time until it extends outward. You understand? When we go back into the history of war, and by the time we get to a specific book that I want y'all to read in book club, you will understand that. So white on white war has casualties that affect melanated people, melanated nations. Because most of those white on white wars are over who gets the chance to oppress these other nations. You think they're extending into Ukraine just to do that? This is an attempt to bring back the old Soviet Union, that big iron curtain, to extend, to say, okay, y'all been playing enough with our enemies, sharing resources, uh, being quote unquote sovereign nations while you do dealings with our enemies. Damn that. Understand, this man Putin is a student of Stalin, student of Joe. So he's extending his nation. Why? Because other nations, right? China, right? It has came all the way through the Caribbean and staking claims, land, resources, pulling resources out of the Caribbean. You understand that? BG's 21, salute. Thank you. Much appreciated. Do you understand that? So you have to pay attention to white on white crime, white on white war, white on white casualties. Because it's not just for naught. It's laying the groundwork for them to be strong enough to go into all of the other countries and start picking and choosing who will be up under their wing. That's what they doing. That's why it's a kind of concern for you, because you're going to have to find out who your true enemy is. You think they're going to defeat one and then you could just move and mosey all along into the sunset? Oh, hell no. That's not how it works. That's not how this works. So while you grabbing your ass, while you sucking your thumb, while you debating over who's the best bass player, who has the best shirts on sale, they planning to oppress your kids. They're planning to have your wives working in new age technology farms and things like that. They coming to see just how many elders that are not being watched over, that are not being taken care of, so they can sell their organs, so they can use all type of things that's available for them to take. That's war. War ain't just a fight. Nah, people go to war over resources. They go to war to extend their empire. So your black ass need to pay attention. Salute, Kelton. Much appreciated. So, I know you want to get deep into that, but again, many of our people are not. Yeah, definitely, that's definitely D. Clark. Yeah, orphan children. And we know what happens to orphaned children in the arms of these enemies. Booty. That's right. Number one resource, human. So we need to understand that most of our people don't want to be involved in that discussion, or not equipped to have that discussion. They're just not. So, these type of builds are, truly for those who not only want to test my square, but test their own square. Most of them people are not, ready to hear it. Something I've been doing for many years. So all I do is study war. Understand? So I try to keep it light. Again, I only give 1/3 of who I am on social media. That's it. Most people wouldn't even understand the full 1,000%. Just wouldn't do it. That's for closed doors. Or that's for comrades who I'm locked arm in arm with in organization, in struggle, you know, in planning. So, but you're right. It's going to be for those who don't have um, a steady income, for those who don't have a secure way to get resources. It's going to be, you know, this is a hell of a way to start off the year. By summertime, it's going to be very critical. So we all need to network a little more, put some plays together so we can make sure that our tribe is secure and have all the basic needs, um, tangible and intangible, basic needs up here as well, right? So, if no more questions on that, hope I covered that. Our people do, like I say, remain militant. Our people do a terrible job at that. They do a terrible, terrible job at that. And before you know it, that lack of information, that lack of discipline, and that lack of drive is going to be the catalyst for a lot of people to suffer from all type of PTSD. They ain't even overseas fighting a war. The PTSD is going to be handled right here. Some people getting PTSD just from watching broadcast news, you know? Okay, you already know, Harris, Comrade Harris, people need land to start farming and gardening and know how. So if you know how to start a garden in your closet and can instruct our comrades on how to do that, get on my IG with me. Let's start building. Let's start having lessons. Let's go. I've seen it. Listen, I told you, my landlord has a garden in the back. Small garden. They grow whatever they need to grow right back there. All type of things that I have from them. All type of peppers and stuff. You know? So, yeah. That's right, Donella. Straight up. Vertical agriculture. So we can build anytime. Anytime. You dig? So if there's no more on war, because y'all getting deep now, you're going to put me into another bag where I talk about the 4 elements or the 4 levels to being a true revolutionary soldier. When I get into, right, awareness, discipline, survival, and gratification, that's the 4 stages of a soldier and a liberated mind. That's really too deep for social media. All right? So, I know what I wanted to build on. And for those in South Africa, definitely, we send our condolences to Ricky Rick, 34 years old, South African rapper, you know? Again, undisclosed causes, all right? Undisclosed causes. And this entertainment shit is really, really getting nasty. I know I have it in my phone because I screenshot so many, but yo, this is no longer just spooky. It's no longer ironic. Trust me, it's not ironic anymore. Can't even use that excuse. This industry is taking a lot of young lives, and the ages are very, very weird. All right? It's happening everywhere more because they're in the entertainment industry. And I'm telling you, you get to a space where you're starting to earn a certain amount of money or resource, they don't want to pay you. They don't want to pay you. Peace, Rod. Salute, 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 Lord. They don't want to pay you. Why? Because we're in a space now where they can no longer control the funding stream. They cannot control how you are able to pull resources out of the system. So they're just knocking these people off. Who's knocking them off? Why they knocking them off? Have no reason. But I'm telling you, something weird. Look, the beauty queen. Let me see. What was her name? Zoe. Condolences to the family. What is her name? Zoe So-So. Bethel. Dead. 27. The other former beauty queen jumped out of the windows, allegedly. Salute, salute, Rodney Scott. Much appreciated, right? She was young. What was she, 30, 31? Jamal Edwards. All the London people, all my people from the UK know who Jamal Edwards is, right? They know. Even Doggy Diamonds had a relationship with Jamal Edwards, 31 years old. In the UK, utilize social media as a platform. Discovered Ed Sheeran, he's out of here. Come on. Come on. Come on. And now this other young sister who they claim they found her safely. She was 27. Jada Benjamin. And the young dude from The Walking Dead, that actor, Moses Mosley. These are young people who just don't go like that. Over and over. We know how many we lost in hip hop since this sickness started, and it had nothing to do with it. Too many. And now look, Bernie Madoff out of here, and a couple of days ago, his sister and her husband found body. Come on now. And the Mosley boy from The Walking Dead, they saying, we don't believe it was a suicide. There's some foul play involved. So again, when we're hearing other stories about the spooky and about what you call grooming and sex trafficking of minors and people getting beat out of their publishing and all this type of stuff going on, it is not weird. No longer. Right, Voodoo. Yeah, definitely. I saw that video too. And it was edited. Because I didn't see her jump. She was handcuffed. How the hell you get up over those rails on a cruise ship? Come on. Come on. Come on. Well, yeah, yes, Donella, we know that. Not only is the energy emitted from the families that's grieving, but our collective grieving when we watching that. The energy that's put out when you get emotionally triggered by it. That's an energy that's in the air. So the more we watch it, the more they feed off of it. So you have to be careful, mindful of your thoughts when you're looking at it and processing it. You understand? Which is why I didn't get all hyped up over the last supposed police shooting. Nah. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Gotta understand what they doing with that. I spoke on that last year. That's an energy. When you're watching these videos, that George Floyd was an energy. That's why they kept running it over and over and over again. To keep sucking at the energy of the people. To keep forcing that. Come on now. Come on. So it's concerning and troublesome. So this is why I don't appreciate when people utilize these spaces to give false information, to misdirection, to distract. It does us no good at all. You know? So then now I'm watching which I usually don't, but I try to keep an eye on everybody so I can see the spies and the agents, right? And when it comes to that, like when we were just speaking on, these deaths in the industry, who is doing it, why is it happening so much? And then you see something, the chick Tasha K again, having titles for clickbait, clout, whatever it is, but again, you throw a whole big space and insert information like that, like her last, I don't know who this dude is, and put that story together with that bullshit with Wyclef. I question that. Looking like, okay, so this is where we going now. This is where we going now, right? You just got rocked in court. And then you had to say you don't even have that. You ain't got that bread. And then you do it again. You do it again. So, man, because the comrade was going to go in on it. I said, nah, I'm listening to it. Leave that shit alone. We in the town. We in New York City. We know this broad. Who don't know Heather Hunter? Who don't know her? Who don't know she's in the industry? Deep. Who don't know she put out albums and stuff? You want to let somebody sit in a space and tell you that he didn't know who she was? He didn't know Clef had a wife? Come on, yo. The whole shit was bogus. I mean, bogus. I don't care what emails you claim to have, he claimed to have and all that. I'd have stopped him The minute dude said he had a production deal, where the receipts on that? Where the receipts on that? Damn all the rest of this. You had a production deal? Let me see that. Because that kills the lie right there. If you can't produce that, then you lost all credibility. So now I'm trying to think, did somebody send him at her with that bullshit to put the nail in that coffin? Because once you lost that case the way you lost, I would have shut the fuck up. I wouldn't even have been on social media with the bullshit no more, especially with that. Because that shit he was talking didn't sound right and exact at all. And not that I'm standing up for these individuals, because there's no telling what the fuck they do. I done heard all type of weird shit about that dude, but I wouldn't believe him with what that was being presented. The whole shit was scripted. It sounded and looked stupid. It just did. Just did. You know. Shit sounds just crazy. So I wouldn't have went through with that unless, again, the whole thing, the entire thing was scripted. You know? To, again, maybe to get in a different space. Maybe to get keep up floating, but, you know, like I said, and I always tell y'all all the time, industry shit ain't worth nothing. You don't need no longevity in that shit. And especially now, with this in this day and time, you could definitely exist outside of it while being creative and earning what you need to earn from it without going up in it, in those institutions. Cause that's some derelict shit. That, it get nasty. It just does. Just does. So I stay away from that gossip bullshit. You know? But we are in a space now where it is of most importance. And again, I'm seeing the ticker. Y'all can't see it, but I'm getting from U.S. News, I'm getting all that. Putin is doing this, Biden is saying this, and miss me with all that bullshit. What are we going to do? Us. What is our purpose? What should we be engaged in a daily basis to make sure that we are able to survive whatever catastrophe that comes about from this? And I mean specifically, whatever financial catastrophe comes from this, what food catastrophes come from this, what health catastrophes come from this. All right? We need to be clear on how we as a people, move independently from these institutions and these bureaucracies that keep us under the boot of their dumb shit. How do we remain safe? How do we continue to feed our families? How do we secure ourselves from any of that? And the only way that we can do it, we have to start thinking independently of these institutions. We have to create our own codes, our own policies, for lack of better terms. We have to even create our own terms for this, our own language. Because when you define how you're moving based on their terms, their terminology, their definitions, you lose your credibility. It's something that you lose, even in thought. That's why labels and names and words are so important. Because if I continuously call you a nigga, you're going to think you're a nigga. You're going to move like a nigga. But when I call you God, you have to represent and manifest as that. When I call you queen, I call you goddess, I call you earth, comrade. You have to manifest that. Over time, it's going to become a part of you, especially if you believe it. So what do we do? How do we utilize the time and space that we have where we're not forced, where there's no one outside of our doors, to get some momentum and some traction on our independence? Because you can no longer rely on that. Can't do it. You can't do it because the minute you put your hand up and say, yo, that shit ain't none of our business what's going on over there. But they come through and take your son and tell your son, no, you part of this United States service here. You got to go over there. What? What are you going to do? How you going to move? What I'm saying, when you caught up in something and you agree to certain things and you take certain oaths, people don't even understand that the oath that you take working for some of these corporations, you are proving and saying that you are in agreement with everything that the government is doing. If you taking an oath like this, you know, to work, or you sign your name on these corporation employment applications and things of that nature, you could have just signed your son off the wall, your daughter, your nephew, your niece. Salute, Tyler. Salute, Latoya Logan. What's good? Like those flowers for me? I hope they for me. You talking about you late? So we have to understand that. You already told some of your military comrades to get your stuff together. Man, listen. It gets deep. It gets deep. It gets deep. And people don't understand how the small things matter. How the small things matter. You know? It matters so much. Yeah, get them, Mom. Coming all late in the spotty spot. Uh-huh. Yes. Yes. Can't front though. I was late starting, so we not gonna give her the business. You know. She might have been late because she might have been on my Instagram scrolling, looking through my photos. Who knows? So, you know, let her live. Let her live. Boulevard 73. Peace. What's up? Let her live. Let her live. You know, we don't know what she was doing. You dig? So, you know, you know, that's what that's you know, that's what it is. You dig? We have to, you know, understand that. I didn't understand it. They talk so fast. When I went in the service, they talk fast. The recruiter was like, yeah, listen, all you got to do is do this and do that. You know, they gas you up to get you to get in there and sign that paper. But they didn't know, you know. See, I did that because one, I hadn't. It wasn't like I was coming up in there to say, "Oh, I'm gonna be the best soldier. I'm a patriot and all that." No, I told y'all before. I thought I was gonna get some guns. I was like, "Shit, I'd be the man if I could go in there and get a bunch of." Excuse me. I get a bunch of guns. Boy, I'll be the fucking man. So you know, it really was going in one ear and out the other. And my whole thing was, a main thing I asked him was, "Can I keep my fade?" Because at that time, I'm talking '88. High top fades with everything, and we was wearing ours with the cuts and all the different parts. You dig? And he said, "Yeah, you can keep your fade." I was like, "Word, okay." And I went. It was supposed to be three of us on the buddy system. Went through, met with the recruiter, all that. Went to Fort Hamilton. Um, took the test. The other two dudes that were supposed to go with me, one of them was already on probation, so he couldn't come. And the other one didn't even have his GED. Like he didn't, even though we got skipped together, but when he got to high school, he got left back. So I was already out of high school. I graduated in '86. So I was really on my break year from college and still boxing Golden Gloves. So I went to the MEF station, took the test, and like, "Oh, you scored so high on the test, you don't have to give us 4 years. You could sign for 2. I said, "Oh, word? Okay." Signed for 2 years, not knowing that that's just 2 on the front. You still owe them 6 on the back. Any branch of service you sign up for, you signing up for 8. They don't tell people that shit. So it's just like parole. You see what I'm saying? How it's similar to the other institution of prison and somebody owning you. So just like in prison, if you get, say you get a 2 to 6, you do 2 years in prison, you get out, 4 years on parole. If you do 2 years in the service, you get out, you get on inactive reserves. Some people go active reserves. But they owe you, you owe them 8 years. They don't tell people that. And then in wartime, they give you hell to try to get up out of the service. This last bullshit that was going on in Afghanistan and all that shit in the Gulf, I had a buddy of mine that grew up with me. She was in there. She was supposed to be out in, I think she was supposed to be out in 2010 or 2012. They didn't release her to 2018 or some shit. And she was already in there since, when did she go in? I believe 2004 or 5. Gave her hell to get up out of there. So, you know, that's what they do. And people don't understand when you go to these corporations to work, or when you register to vote, or you getting your driver's license, or you getting a passport, you signing these things. And they're telling you right there in it, but you don't read it. You're claiming citizenship when you do that. So now when you talk about, "Oh, I'm a more, and I'll do this and I'll do that," you got to absolve yourself from all that shit that you signed up for. And that is what allows them to pick your children for a draft and shit like that. Exactly. Mortgage, bank account, all that. Taxes. You mean you're more, but you want a tax. You looking for your tax check. These are things that you sign off on every day that say you're in agreement, that you're in compliance with this shit here. Exactly, John. Oh, you want to claim sovereignty. You know what that means? I mean, you're not relying on them for nothing. You can't use their water systems to flush a toilet and get rid of your waste. You can't use none of their electricity. Get off their land. None of that. 911, none of that. So be mindful when people talk that shit to you. You want sovereignty, but you have shit. And in order to get that, you got to take it. So if they're not ready to take it, tell them to get out your face, but then they want to charge you for that shit. To be truly sovereign is to make sure that you got to deal with the universe and the universal truth. And you moving as an entity outside of all of this. That you bow down to none of the institutions created by man. If not, they hummer stunting. Fuck you claiming sovereignty and your ass work at Walmart. Fuck out of here. And waiting for a goddamn income tax check. You claiming sovereignty, you can't run a drug dealer from up off your block. Get your bitch ass out of here. Don't let people just talk to y'all. You understand? Challenge everything with intelligence. Don't take no long, drawn out discussions with this meatball shit. Make it make sense. Salute, Derek, salute. That's where we going at with it. You gotta force that. And when they start to stuttering and getting mad, you get mad for it. Stand on your square. Don't get mad. I ask questions that don't have answers. Nigga, you ask me anything, I got an answer for it. Excuse me. Listen and say, huh? That sound right to you? Okay, so where we going after that? And then when we going after that? And then hold on, mister. Because I got an elder in health care. They're in elder care. And if I claim sovereignty, that means I can't take care of them. Y'all gonna do that for me? Oh, yeah, yeah. My mama had a stroke and she diabetic and now she's in hospice. So if I absolve everything, my citizenship, everything, I don't get no pension. My insurance is gone. Are y'all prepared to take care of her? Or you just hummer stunting with nigga shit? Because I don't have time for that. What is your doctrine doing for that? Let them bullshit you and start talking that dumb shit. This ain't no soapboxing. This ain't the 20s and the 30s. You need concrete answers to everybody who come on these platforms fronting. Can you see these people not playing? That man said, what? Sanctions? Nigga, my people good. Sanctions? That motherfucker better worry about China. Think I'm worried about sanctions? I'm going over here. I'm taking that. My people need that land there. We over there. Sanctions. Get the fuck out of here. That's how people move. That's how men move. Straight up. Now, what are your men doing? Knocking on shit. Massa, I need reparations to feed my people. I say, you gonna get to us, Massa? I said, we've been asking since 1910. Massa? Massa, we is sick, ain't we, Massa? Oh, okay. Okay, Massa. So we ain't gonna get it now. Oh, okay. When we gonna get it? Cause the ladies with the chucks and the pearls said we's not getting nothing, man. When we gonna get it? Oh, 20 years, man. Oh, I guess we can wait. Yeah, cause my little ones, he 5. He don't need to eat that much, man. So, okay. That's what your men doing. Oh, master, my woman can't walk. She can't go to the train station because they got mentally ill people pushing people in the subways, master. And these young boys out here shooting everything up. Well, who gonna love us, master? What we need to do? Oh, we gotta wait, master? Oh, that ain't important. Okay, master. Keep thinking these niggas is men. Keep thinking that shit. Oh, Bitcoin is down 5%. I see that just come through. Thank you, Cash App. Yeah, I know. Them other niggas that y'all think is men too. Oh, yo, let's invest in these cryptos. Let's do what we do because we independent. Every few minutes I see another shit down. Bitcoin down, crypto down. Keep believing in these people. Keep doing it. And you're going to keep getting the same results. That's why I don't do shit with nobody else. Because I ain't scared of none of them. And ain't none of them as intelligent as me. Not one. None of them. For who you put in front of me. None of them. All of them on social media feeding y'all bullshit. Not one. None of them tell you nothing. Straight up. And they scared. And ones you haven't heard said anything, they done fell back. Exactly, it's junk bonds. We've been through this shit before. Penny stocks. All the fuck it is. It's technology now. It's penny stocks. That's all it is. Just like streams, and they just change the name. Music streams and downloads, this shit ain't nothing but fucking vinyls, cassettes, and CDs. It's the same shit. So now you got crypto and Bitcoin, all these going penny stocks. That's it. Junk bonds. Learn that shit from Michael Milken and them. Bullshit. Bullshit. Keep believing in something that don't believe in you. And you're going to keep getting the same results. You're going to get the same results. I'm telling you to believe in yourself. Get together. And do what's best for us. Who said that? Kelton? He ain't quiet. He ain't quiet. He ain't quiet. That bastard was just on IG yesterday. He ain't quiet, Hannah. He's still up the same old tricks. Because you always got somebody believing in these bastards because of their persuasion, they smile, and they vibration telling you some, yeah, no, but we could do, and because this here goes with that there, and you know, and you maximize your output over here, and all this other slick shit that these other motherfuckers have been trained to hear, because y'all go to these same bullshit ass schools or these same dumbass programs, thinking you gonna get over. Then they come with the fucking dashiki print and the kente print shirts that come down to the knees and a fucking little couple of brown beads on their neck. Oh yeah, nah, brother, let me show you how to do this and get this real estate here, and you know, the fuck out of here. Keep you enslaved to a system. I'm telling you, nothing slick, but you know, but I could get a little bit off you, right? You know, in order for me to tell you how to do it, I'm gonna need $5,000. What? I got something for them motherfuckers like that. Don't go nowhere without it, ever. Anytime you ever see me on a goddamn platform, anytime you see me at a meeting, anytime you see me anywhere in the mix of any of them bastards, I'm always ready to put something on their cheek. Guarantee you that. I dare them to lie in front of, I dare you to lie to my face. I dare you to lie to my face. And if they've been behind the wall, they know I'm not playing. Lie to my, tell me I could get something for nothing. Tell me if I vote this bastard in right here that's going to change something for my people. I dare you. Don't be playing with these dudes at all. At all. I don't never. And whenever any of y'all around me in the street, you ever see any of them dudes, they straight right up. Or they slide off. Because they be shocked. Like, who let him in? How he get in? I got people in high places all the time. All the time. Why? Because I'm doing dirty work behind the scenes for them. The shit they can't do. The shit they can't stomach doing. I get it done. And I live with the people. I encourage the people to love themselves. To get up. To stand up. Fuck out. You ain't got time to be laying down. How he get here? Nigga, my girl just won state assembly for our district. That's how I get in shit, man. I got dudes that work in parole, probation. I got dudes and girls everywhere. Any city board, state legislation, all that shit. They don't come through. These dudes be on social media performing. And when I'm in a spot, that's it. I'm listening, quiet, silent. Well, nah, yeah, I see you. Yeah, what's up? No doubt. I don't play with these people. I don't play with them. Because they lie to y'all. And then they get mad because I know the truth. And I don't need them for shit. For nothing. You can't give me credit. You can't give me a bag. You can't give me a car. You can't give me shit. When you on the opposite side of me, the only thing you can do is bleed out. Nigga, you gonna take yourself out of here? All right, then. Ain't nothing you can do. Nothing you could do. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, Japanese style, nigga. Gut yourself like a fish, bastard. You ain't willing to do that? Ain't nothing you can offer me. Nigga, I'm 53. I want liberation for my people. All of my people. And my hearing can't. Because I see other people do it. I see other groups do it. They get for theirs. When they come to the table, they get for theirs. They send a representative. This is what you say. This is what you coming back with. Other than that, we tearing shit up. And they get it. Our people always send somebody in there that's going to get for him. And leave you outside looking crazy and with misinformation. Yo, what happened when you went in there? Oh, they said I couldn't do that because he did that and because that one did that. I couldn't do it. Y'all got to do it different. There's ways to go about this and all that other sucker shit. That's what goes on. And when are y'all gonna stop settling for that shit? Because your babies are dying. They killing each other. Be playing with these bastards. And they smile. They do it and they smile in your face. I tell you, man. I gotta stop. I gotta start calling them out. Y'all gotta start doing what need to be done. I'm telling you. Not now. Never. What's good? What's good? Checking in, Viz. What it do? Okay. Ain't none of the money good. You ask me. I'll burn that shit. Like Frank White said, bury it with him. Creative thinking, you lost your cousin. To gun violence, my deepest condolences, creative thinker. You know? Big up. What up? What up? WK2FM, what's good? Man, these people lying. Man, we gonna continuously lose our children, our young folks, our women, our elders. We're gonna continuously lose them. We're gonna continuously lose them because we letting punks lie. And then walk around like it's okay. Or sit up under master's wing. They gotta come up from under the wing because master can't fly. With this motherfucker up under his wing, he gotta say, yo, go ahead, go home, beat it, man. Go ahead, go to your peeps. And that's when y'all tear their ass up. Discretionary funding will have them forget what side they on. Nah, because most of them know what side to be on to get that discretionary funding. They just fronting. They ain't forget. They fronting that they was on your side because they learned how to speak the talk. That's what they do. They get trained on that. How to ask for the funding. How to beg master for money. That's what learning how to learning how to write grants, excuse me, is all about. How to beg master for money. That's it. Thank you, thank you. That's what it is. I need to know how to get money from master. So what? I'm going to pay a grant writer. The more expertise this grant writer has, the more they're going to charge you. How come this person is an expert at writing grants? Because they up under master ass. So every time master change the language of it, they right there. How many ways you gotta say my people's fucked up, they need bread? They need this resource. They need this mental health service. They need this physical health service. They need this housing. How many times you gotta learn how to say that? How many times? And if you're in a position that you have to keep saying it, motherfuckers been writing grants since the 50s. 50s to the 60s, that's 10 years. 60s to the 70s, 70s to the 80s, 80s to the 90s, 90s to the 2000s, 2000s to the 2010s, 2010s to the 2020s. 70 years. Motherfuckers been on your knees begging for grants and programs and this and that. And the fucking queen is 90 years old, almost a buck. Strom Thurmond was a buck. Betty White was 100 years. And their peers and contemporaries is the ones that's in there with all the money holding it and giving you the yes, no power over what they're going to give you. You serious right now? We still playing those games? And you mean to tell me that you don't have enough money and resources that you get on your own, that if you cut certain bullshit out, that you could fund your own army, fund your own health care systems, fund your own traveling systems? You mean to tell me you don't change the direction of your thinking, that you don't have enough to do? I don't believe you. I know you're lying, because I see immigrants come and do it every day. I see these Latins. I don't give a fuck if they coming from Mexico. I don't give a fuck if they come from Chile, Peru, Uruguay, Ecuador, what. They fucking selling bullshit that we don't even buy. Some of us might buy a fruit from them here, there, or a flower. Some they selling all these bullshit trinkets. And for every fucking one of them that they sell, I should go into a pot. And I see them. And they send one of them to the laundry. And he got like 40 bags of laundry. He's doing everybody's laundry while the rest of them is either begging or working construction at half the rate, or sweeping some shit over here, or fucking in somebody's crib cleaning. And in 10 years, they own a whole section of wherever they at. Brooklyn, Queens, Bronx, wherever. And your ass is still chasing fucking Lucy's. Or Shorty because she got extra butt flesh on her behind. Or looking at this nigga because he got a Lex Coupe and he telling you that he got 3 houses. All type of stupid, dumb shit that don't mean nothing. You can't lie to me. I see the shit. All day, every day. You got everything you need except for the right mind. Your mind is clouded and fucked up because you still following master. Straight up. You done had everybody come through and tell you something, from Garvey to Farrar to Elijah to Malcolm, Farrakhan, Stokely, Huey. Dr. Francis. Everybody. And y'all still don't get it. You still looking to these crackers to do something for you. They not doing it. Talk about the comments DJ Academics made on Homeboy's channel. Oh my goodness. Well, first of all, you already know how I feel about. I don't give 2 shits about academics, or that cracker, the Euro. Don't give a damn about near one of them at all. Both of them ass. Both of them. But again, we living in a time and space where there's a population of people who swear by the information that come through them. So they have the attention. They have a space where I may have less than 5,000 subscribers and only 100 on at a time. They have 500,000, maybe fucking a million subscribers with 50, 60,000 people on at any given time because they function in that institution. But when you catch the ear of some of the bullshit that is put out there, you got to address it. I've been addressing it for a long time. I don't give anybody, especially when you're coming in the name of a hip-hop culture. So this fat, little punk-ass, short-finger-ass dude is giving his rationale on immigration and how immigrants, specifically melanated immigrants, work harder in college than, say, when he's African Americans. And he watched other immigrants work even harder in university and at university levels to earn degrees because what? He said that's just how they built. Now, if that is his honest point of reference, right? Because of the university that he went to, then that shows his lack of experience and lack of travel and lack of communication throughout his own people. Do you understand what I'm saying? So his experience is limited, which is why I always speak on how these people propelled in hip-hop culture, because their experience is limited and very ignorant and limited, which is why I can speak for hip-hop. Why? Because I've traveled state to state. I've built with individuals from state to state, from every different level in the hip-hop culture, without prejudice, without judgment, to learn from people from other regions, to speak about their experience and collectively build an understanding. So if he only went to one university and only spoke to people within his set, his peer group, and they all maybe were all immigrants and didn't have any conversation or didn't know how these African Americans really work, then you're speaking out of your own ass. If you didn't go to a HBCU, if you haven't been to community colleges where they're predominantly number-wise in the population are African American, and the greed, then you wouldn't know that. So it's really foolish to get on a platform and say that to a Euro. So now people can look at you and say, damn, that's a dumb little black boy. He allowed that conversation to go through. What was the pre-conversation before that? What makes your heart so, empathetic to the euro when you're speaking on this? That's the question. Because I know right now, my in-laws, all of them, went to the same HBCU, right? And shout out to North Carolina Central. The wife has a double master's degree in education and curriculum building. The sister-in-law has a master's in psychology and social work. The niece has a bachelor's of science degree and a master's. She get her master's? Believe she has a master's too. Right? And the other niece graduated from Central. And one of them married. Members of the family went to Central at 6. Bust their ass, work hard. All of them. That's just one family that I'm attached to. And then they had cousins. Right? The whole Hbcu clan from Charleston, South Carolina. And I could count off the top of my head, I know 4 of them that graduated with degrees. What? Not to mention or name so many people I know from the projects of East New York that went to Norfolk, that went to Hampton, that went to Howard with high-level degrees. African Americans. So when you make dumb blanket statements like that, what am I to think? If you did it on purpose, you did it to breed separation. And then you're an agent working with another agent to cause division amongst our people. If you did it because you genuinely believe in that, then you're a dumbass and very ignorant and have no knowledge of what goes on in African American households. That's just what it is. Anybody that breeds that separation, I don't give a fuck what island you come from. I don't care where you come from on the diaspora. If you got this shit here, your DNA is melanated, and you make an attempt to say one is better than the next because of where we geographically located, you are an agent or ignorant ass. And either way, in 2022, we don't have time for that. We don't have time for it. So I don't know how many times these people have to have these conversations before their ass is canceled out. I don't know. It's up to our people to do that. And then when our people do it, they're still going to have an audience because their people feed into that. And people believe in that. Well, again, I mean, the conversation is just stupid for me. But you have so many of us engaged in that conversation that believe in that. I'm not that. Because I know when it comes down to it, our enemies see us in the same light. They don't care if you talk with an accent, talking about back home. They don't care about none of that. You black, they gonna bust your ass. Abner Louima, Amadou Diallo, got the same shit that Eric Garner got and the same shit Sean Bell got. So where we going at with this? I gotta repeat it. Amadou Diallo and Abner Louima got the same treatment that Sean Bell and Eric Garner got. Why? Because they had melanin in their skin. Don't matter. So the discussion is stupid. It is dumb. Stop allowing people to separate y'all. And even if they have those beliefs, that's on them. Whatever you believe about me, that's on you. If you believe I'm a lazy, shiftless African American, then that's your belief. But my work and my greatness moves at a pace and at an energy where I'm helping people and saving lives. It's not my job to worry about what you believe about me. I'm getting the work done. So when you got people that sit on platforms and spit that out, and that's their main objective is to get you to separate yourselves, they doing the work of your enemy, yo. Your enemy put that in their head. Whether directly put it in their head or indirectly put it in their head because they have a yearning to be the oppressor, that divide and rule mentality, that's where that comes from. So when you got somebody that's telling you that you are different from your brother from Zimbabwe, or you are different from your brother that's on the island of Barbados, they doing massive work for you. They doing massive work for you. 'Cause in the mountains, in jail behind the wall, that's the first thing you learn, yo. We in this shit together. Black, white, Asian, when the riot squad come in, nigga, we all in green. And the ones who don't believe that, those are the ones who get cut up. Those are the ones who get stabbed up. Those are the ones who get killed. So when you're dealing from a liberation aspect, from a higher mind, you know the truth and you work for the truth. They can miss me with that bullshit. Straight up. So when you get these clowns, and you get any of them clowns that still go sit on that Euro platform, sit on that European platform, they clowns too. All of them. And for who they are, the comedians, the actors, the athletes, the rappers. Fuck you sitting with him for? You got 1,000 other platforms you could do. Now that's lazy. Because you want the numbers from 1 euro, you refuse to go through and do 1,000 other platforms of your people. That shows you where their headspace at. So, you know, like I said, they can't fuck with me with this shit, yo. They really can't. They really can't. But I've been on here a nice little amount of time. Cynthia G and Kevin Samuels. Yeah, they agents. They're not intelligent enough to be agents. If you really want to know. Why was you shocked to see Raekwon on there? Why? What else he got to do? What else he got to do? And again, these people are not, they're not smart enough to be agents. They just ignorant. They straight ignorant. They don't have the intelligence. They not astute politically. They study the wrong shit. And they just spit dumbness. Again, anybody that's separating you from your queen is a dummy. is a dummy. Anybody that's bent and hell bent on separating the black man from the black woman with false narratives and generalizations that really in 2022 is just basic. Even a sixth grader could see that shit he's spewing is dumb, is ignorant, is a dummy. Or in his case, again, suspect. Really sus. I think dude is sus. Again, you can always use me. I spit straight fire every time I come through, off the top of my head. Nothing is written. Nothing is rhetoric. And nothing is repetitious other than me making sure that you people don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. All things work in divine order. Solid things that you could walk away with and move on. But I've been doing this shit for 12 years, and I don't have nowhere near their numbers. If somebody come out after me and their numbers shoot up, you should look at them suspect. Why y'all talking about Ray? They not getting no bread. And they stuck in that machine. So they gotta do that. They feel they have to do that. They feel they have to do that. At least you God did do Doggy Diamonds. He did Doggy. But again, these dudes are stuck in a machine. They're trying to get projects. No, listen. They gotta eat, man. You talking about these dudes is 50. What else they gonna do? They have aged out of every occupation. So now they gotta play the industry game. They gotta play the industry game. Can't blame them, man. Can't blame them, can't get mad at them. You gotta understand them. I understand them. And now they're at a point where they're understanding themselves and looking around, and they got kids and grandkids, and they're like, damn. And they're not inserted in a space where they could do it on their own. So they gotta go that route. I ain't paying them. They ain't paying me. So they gotta get their bread some way. Don't forget. These dudes is 50. And been in the industry. Anything that got to deal with that group, they've been in the industry since 93. Where they going? Where they going? If they chips ain't right, they gotta play the game. So they gotta go sit there and do that interview. Fuck, do you think they going to work construction? Oh, he gonna go back to school and be a nurse? What are they gonna do? Salute CS for the purchase of the book. Thank you. So y'all got, give them a break. But my thing is, y'all, how do you see it? What you doing watching it? What I think about the locks, same thing I think about any of these groups. Got to do what they got to do. But there's something new happen with them. I just see them working. They working. Dudes is working. They gotta eat, man. You can't take that away from them. They got. Look, man. I don't have nothing to give them. They come over here with me. I got one word: liberation. That's it. You come over here, you gotta work for the people. You come over here, you got to work for the people. Oh, Doggy mentioned Ray was on there. Yeah, of course. Come on, you see the emails. You see the time. You see it. People post it. You see it's going to come through. Oh, you just asking? Yeah, they gotta work, son. They gotta eat. And this is one thing I want y'all to keep in mind. I'm telling you, I don't care how good dudes is looking, right? When you see me and shit, you know, see my smooth brown skin, see my body still right. You hear my vibration and my energy. Motherfucker, I'm 53. 53. RZA older than me. Rakim, LJ. Come on. So if they not in a specific position, I don't know, no retirement plan come with this shit. They need to have a resource to get out and make sure that they could take care of what they got to take care of, or they got to keep banging. They got to keep doing it. And whatever's the industry standard, they got to do. They got to do it. Because we ain't feeding them. I'm telling you right now, I ain't feeding them. I'll tell you right now, I have not bought no hip-hop, nothing, in years. I come from a different era. I'm going to keep it a buck. Average, and I'm not average in New York City. We came up from the tape era. So we hear it on the radio, we make the tapes. We used to buy cassettes, the DJs buy vinyl. Once CDs came in, and once I was always invited backstage, and was with, man, I ain't buy shit. Man, I used to, come on, man, I'm going to record labels taking demos. Let me get that. Let me get that. Oh, word, let me get that. And shit, the street team used to get, I haven't paid for none of this shit. I'm serious. So they didn't get it from me. And I'm a diehard. I love the culture I'm made by specific things. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm not a consistent consumer. So I don't know how many is just like me. Just like me. Might be millions. Just like me. So where they getting their bread from? How they gonna move? What they gotta do? Gotta do what they gotta do. Can't be mad at them. Can't be mad at them. The ones you be mad at is the ones who are eating heavily from this shit, who getting an enormous amount of bread and not putting back, not having resource, but claiming that they still down with the people. Come on now. Don't. You understand? I'm giving y'all a visual, a picture. You understand? You gotta know. You gotta. A word, okay. Just imagine you have a talent, and that is why I'm telling you. That's why my son was there. I watched that second part of the Kanye documentary. I'm telling you, you gotta watch how that industry does. Yo, that shit will eat you alive. The handful that we speaking about, do you know how many never made it? I used to go through boxes of demo tapes at some of these record labels, boxes of people with dreams, aspirations. Come on, man. I mean, millions. So you sit here and you talk and debate about the handful that you've seen, that you are aware of, that you was able to appreciate their craft, and you don't know their financial situations and status, and you call them legends. Come on. And these bastards don't get shit. telling you, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. So now you imagine that. You imagine that. You trying to get up out of your neighborhood, out of your situation. And then you get into a space where you around it. And you actually doing it and you functioning and people dangling carrots in front of you and stuff like that. Come on, yo. But that's your dream. That's your aspirations to be in that institution. You know what these dudes done did to do that. And to be treated in that manner, fairly, that shit ain't fair. There's no equity in that because that is your talent. That is your intellectual property. That is what like he said he was doing beats for free. He was getting ready to give Jesus Walks the face. One of the best songs he ever had. This is the mindset of people trying to get on, trying to be recognized, saying, yo, I can do this. I got it. I gotta get this out. And everybody around you shitting on you, thinking, look at how dare they? Look at the attitude. That Pharrell gonna not allow him in the studio. Shit like that. Little bum ass in the Jeep. How dare you? That niggas don't make beats. You living off another dude. Pharrell didn't spit. When you one-dimensional, you one-dimensional, man. Somebody tapped you on your shoulder and allow you to do what you did. Hey, this man had everything. Got the full package. Niggas trying to turn their nose up at him because they already was placed in position by somebody else or somebody gassing them. That's how the industry function. Motherfuckers getting inherited positions. Shit is a madhouse. So when somebody functions in and out of it and navigating, you don't know. That's what the cameras show. You don't know the other parts of this shit. Telling you. It's not easy. It is not easy. So now you looking at these dudes. These is elder statesmen and again that don't have those lanes anymore. That's why they mad at these young dudes. Because these young dudes, these drill dudes, they're saying, man, I don't need to fuck with y'all. This is our own language, our own vibration, and we could put this shit out on our own. We don't need you. Come on. Y'all not listening. Listen and watch. Are they pulling resources out away from the institution of the industry? Listen. Watch. Your cousin acted on the new Hawaii 5-0, got $5,000 for the episode and spent over $3,000 to be on the set for 2 weeks. Thought it was a come up, but it was a waste of his time. Not necessarily. If somebody see him on that and that leads to something else, you gotta pay to play. Gotta pay to play. Gotta pay to play. That's how it is. I've never met any one of them that didn't pay. All right. So y'all, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I spoke to y'all a long time tonight, and I really wasn't intending to, because of how YouTube is functioning now. Because now, if people don't watch the entire build, it gets funny with the AdSense and all that. I'm learning how I go on. Like I said, I ain't been eating from this shit, but I'm learning. So I gotta cut the bill short. Get y'all to engage in more. Do what we do. Yes, Tyler Bennett. Salute, salute. Talk about how they sold their souls. That's another bill. We gotta let the entertaining spirit go. Definitely, well. Yeah. We got a lot to do. We have to be more engaged in who we are. It's just that simple, you know? We have to be more engaged in who we are, owning our own labor, and controlling the factors that determine the quality of our lives. That's what we have to do. That's what we have to do. So now me and Kelly Mills about to go out and paint the town, you know, just for a little while, because I'm old, so I can't be out too late, you know. I think we gonna go have a little coffee or something, you know. That's what we finna do. Oh yes, shook it now. Oh yeah, well I'm gonna do what I do. Like I said, Comrade is on a little vacay, you know. Brown girl, don't laugh, cause you next. You like to go out and see New Edition and shit. Don't be, get all dressy then gussied up. Mm-hmm. Sip of tea, yeah. Just don't be trying to throw no whiskey in my tea. I know how you girlies get, you know? I know how y'all get. But yeah, Comrade is going, and I'm gonna hold it down. Like the point about Stephen A. Smith, he's a coon. Yep. Does your son plan to navigate the industry or stay independent? He independent. He don't ask me for nothing, so I guess he doing good, But he is a little better, well, much better than Kanye because he plays instruments. You know what I'm saying? He plays the viola, he plays the guitar, he reads music. So he's definitely much better. Much better than him. He's closer to Lenny Kravitz than anything. Closer to Lenny and whatever project Lenny and Swiss Beats was trying to do that never came through. That's my boy. And he sent him to Jam Master Jay Scratch Academy and all that. And so the boy is mean. You know? Yeah, look him up. Nick Fury. You might catch a few of his joints because he'll put something up and then take it down, put it up. Nick Fury. F-U-R. And it's not the Y. It's that other Y with that funny thing in it. You know? Well, yeah, he do his thing. But and he's very intelligent. As far as the tech, and he's like, man, none of that shit. I ain't with none of that. So he knows he would not doubt he ever. They ain't got enough to sign him. That ain't happening. The producer. Yep. Now, where you at, princess? I forgot where you at. We would play Monopoly in these neighborhoods. And watch it, because, Kelly get mad. You talking about playing Monopoly with me and all that. Kelly be mad. You gotta, shh. Tell him, let Kelly see you print that. Her and T. T, boy, T get a fit. T ever grade get a fit. I better cut it out. Hmm. So I got to go. What's tonight? Oh, it's Thursday, right? Alternate side. I think I'm on the right side. Y'all not gonna have me up all night. You know? That's right, you in Pittsburgh. Little Rock, Georgia, and Michigan, you all over. I can't leave you out. I'm gonna leave you out of something you already in. Thank you, Clark. Love to you. Monopoly and Go? Yeah. I haven't dabbled in any board games in a while. I remember we went and got mad board games when this Coco 19 first started. You know? Yeah. And we was playing for a little bit. Matter of fact, I got this Blackboard joint right here. Black History board games and shit. Yup, that's right here. Matter of fact, holding up my whole little setup and shit. Do I put that up? Yeah, TT be laughing, giggling, but she know I get to South Jersey. She better cut it out. Yeah, see? Got this right here. We was playing with this for a little while. You know. We were definitely doing that. We doing that. Yeah, T been in it. She's please. She already know. She already know. She be trying to stay out. I don't want to hear that shit. You know? We already know. That's the black board game, African American history board game. Come on now. You ain't got that? Look, T running. Yeah, you could run. You keep think you could run. You running. Oh, no. You gonna get tired. You can't run forever. You know? Shit. You running. I'm running too. Just like them D's used to chase us in Midtown. He's like, damn, they don't get tired. They used to be chasing us from Fifth Avenue all the way down to from 5th and 34th to Lexington and 48. They on our ass. Shit, they D's don't get tired. I don't get tired. I'm gonna chase you down, girl. And you all the way up there in Jersey too. It might still be snow on the ground. You can't move that fast in that snow. They gonna die on the treadmill. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna do what I do and fall back. You know? I'm gonna give y'all 2 hours, hour and 20 minutes. Yeah. Yeah. So that's enough. That should hold y'all till in the morning. All right? That should hold y'all till in the morning. So the temperature getting ready to drop down. It was like 60 today. It's gonna be like 30 tomorrow. There's some bipolar ass weather here, I'll tell you that. But again, I love my people. I love my people. Y'all got it. You just got to make sure that I doubt I go to sleep. I can tell you that right now. I'm gonna be up reading something or check my Twitter account. See what the hell. My Twitter is whack too. Y'all need to start adding me and following me on Twitter. I ain't even got. My Twitter is whack. And when you go to my Twitter, you're gonna see I done had this shit since 2009. So I was one of the first people with it. But Twitter be having porn on it. That Twitter be wow. I'm like, yo, what the? They don't censor nothing. Yes. Salute, salute. Thank you. All right. Again, be mindful. Don't let nobody steal your mind. Guard your mind. I'm telling you. That's what these people are playing for. They trying to get your mind. Yeah, Mr. Marcus. Oh, yeah, Marcus Jones. Know that. You be like, dude, whoa, whoa. What the hell? Somebody told you wrong. Said, look like I need some sleep. I might. I've been up all morning. Oh, T, you always in bed. You talking about Voodoo Glitch, 95%. Ain't far behind Voodoo. Can't call it. Can't call it, kid. They just happen to pop up. You follow one, you got a whole bunch in your timeline. Hey, don't judge. Salute, Kelly. Make sure they come on. We gotta go get the tea. All right. Big Mom. Ain't almost won. Nah, cause there ain't even one here yet. Yes. Yes. Salute, Brown Girl. I know you took more than them little pictures at that concert. I know you was acting up. I'ma see you in a little bit. All right. So salute my people. Love y'all to death. Peace and power in the AM. I do believe we did a 10. If we didn't do a 10-minute ticker, I'll be on that 10 and do something. All right. So salute. Y'all be safe.